Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to show you a quick little custom kit bash that I put together for Snake Eyes that I've been wanting to do for a long time because we haven't gotten this version of Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe Classifieds yet. I'm sure we will someday, but I wanted just a good, old-fashioned, old-school bodysuit Snake Eyes. You know, just where he looks like he's got the ninja bodysuit on and nothing else, just bodysuit, some gear, and that's it. Old school Snake Eyes that I remember from the cartoon and the Marvel Comics back in the 80s. And so I put this guy together right here. So this is what I came up with. So we've got basically just a bodysuited figure. Okay, nothing crazy on it, no armor, no panel lines, no nothing, just like he's wearing almost like a a diving suit, scuba suit, whatever it is, and just got some gear on him, and that is it. Pretty simple. I've been wanting to put something together like this for a while. Now, the recipe for this guy was actually pretty simple. This was a very quick custom that I was able to do because I started with this guy right here, which is our Black Panther from the Wakanda Forever wave. And you can see, I mean, he's mostly black anyway. Now, I did have to paint this guy right here because of the fact that, we're gonna have to either use different feet and lower legs and hands and wrists, or you're gonna have to paint these. Now, what I ended up doing was using what was there because I love these Ninja Toad feet that he has on him, which, if you were a kid back in the 80s like I was, all the cool ninjas had the two-toed feet thing going on, right? It was a cool thing back at the time, and I thought that would work perfect for Snake Eyes in his bodysuit. So we've got these ridges and things here, and especially here on the arms. And so what I did was I filled these in with some sculpting epoxy that I use, which is just JB Weld. Let it dry, then came back, sanded it down to where they were nice and smooth, and then we get this right here where you got the smoothness there. Same thing on the wrists, and blended it in so that it just looks like one solid bodysuit. Then I came back when I was done with that, and I hit up all the points that had been gray, including the hands. These are not the hands that came off of Black Panther there. These hands, I don't even remember what I got them off of. They were in my fodder box, but I wanted a fisted hand and a gripping hand for the sword. And so I grabbed a couple of them, and they were a different color. I think they were yellow, if I remember correctly. So on all the gray parts and on the yellow hands, I came and I hit it with a Sharpie. Why, you may ask? Well, because this is basically dye. I mean, that's basically what a Sharpie is. It's just concentrated dye in marker form, and it soaks into the plastic. So this way, when I paint over it, I don't have to be as careful with the paint to ensure no chipping, because if something does chip off, the plastic underneath it is already dyed black with this. It works really well. It's not gonna be the exact same color of black, obviously, but it really helps to kind of darken up the plastic, especially that lighter gray that we see on this guy over here, and then come back over and paint everything. I did the entire thing in this Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color black number 2, which was the color I was looking for, so slightly different shades of black between these two right here, and was able to just go over the entire thing. Then as far as the head sculpt goes, this is from the Snake Eyes Timberwolf 2-pack. Now originally his head is gray, it's kind of a dark gray, and the silver on the visor is a darker silver. So I did go ahead, paint the head, and do a little silver there, this super metallic 201 to kind of brighten up the silver there. Same thing I did with the sword here, just to give it a brighter silver look to contrast against the black bodysuit. And then I took the gear from that same figure as well, which is the belt, the knife sheath there on the leg, and the holster over there. I also went ahead on this one, and I used a different gun, if I can get this out of the holster here. Let's wiggle it out, because it might be kind of stuck in there. Okay, so we officially got it out there. Anyway, that was the gun. I took this Deagle from, I don't know, it's probably from a Deadpool figure or something, I'm not sure. But it was just gray plastic, so I painted it up in silver with black grips and used that to go in here. And that's sitting in his holster next to his suppressor. So, pretty simple, pretty easy. This was a nice, quick, clean kit bash that when it comes to painting, because most of the body's already black or I've dyed the parts that aren't, you don't have to be really, really picky and finicky about the finish. You just go in, you paint over it to give it all the same color of black, all the same hue of black. Then when you're done, go in, I hit it with some of the Mr. Hobby matte coat finish, because I don't want a nice plasticky shiny figure, right? So you want a little bit more of a dull coat there, which is what I gave him right there. So I think he came out pretty good. I think this is a really good little kit bash, very quick, very easy, and I got this figure right here at Ollie's for 10 bucks. So outside of the parts that I used from the Snake Eyes figure, it cost me 10 bucks. Now, the parts I did use from the Snake Eyes figure, I got that from a figure that I bought for $13. It was loose. He didn't have his sword and the sheath with the harness on it, but he had the belt, he had the knife and the gun, and of course the head, which is what I needed off of that. So 13 bucks for that, $10 for the Black Panther figure. So 23 bucks I got into this guy, plus a little bit of paint that I already had. I think that's pretty good, but let's go ahead and throw them up with some other Snake Eyes figures that we've gotten and see how this guy stacks up with those guys. So here we have some of the Snake Eyes out there. So this one right here is the same one from that 2-pack with Timberwolf that I used the head and some of the gear off of. And when you see the new figure that we've kit bashed is bigger and bulkier, which I like. Then we've got good old Commando Snake Eyes right here. Great figure, kind of plain. We'll probably be sprucing that one up at some point. We've got a movie figure back here that I'd done some custom paint work to. And then, of course, we've got my custom Storm Shadow. That making this one is what made me want to make a custom Snake Eyes, because I put this guy together here a while back, and he's not perfect. I still have some work to do to him, but I wanted kind of a custom duo set there with both of them more or less just in bodysuits, kind of similar to how I'd seen Snake Eyes in the past, and that's why we ended up with this particular Snake Eyes right here. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. 23 bucks, give or take, to put this guy together, and I'm very, very happy with him. Very happy with him. I've been wanting this version of Snake Eyes for a long time, just a nice, simple, clean look for old school, you know, Joe Ninja there, and I think he came out really, really well. So that is it, guys. Would love to hear what you guys think, and also I just wanted to put this out there because, you know, you might want to make one yourself, and this is a great recipe to throw one together. So that's it. Appreciate you watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.